Hi, my name's Jane Gallagher. I want to welcome you to the Massachusetts Mayflower Academy full-time online program open house. Thanks for attending. I want to start by telling you a little bit about Massachusetts Mayflower. We're a full-time online high school powered by the Virtual High School. Virtual High School started in 1996 with the Department of Education grant. We have over 20 years of experience providing online courses to students. We actually helped create the national standards for quality online education. We've enrolled over 18,000 students each year, and we partner with students in schools all over the world. We're in 45 states and 33 countries. We started with the Department of Education grant and to see if online education could work for high school students, and we've stood the test of time. We are accredited by Advanced Ed, and our courses are approved by the NCAA for credit. And we are also our mission is to provide students with collaborative, engaging learning opportunities, and our vision is to prepare students to be successful in college, careers, and life. And I feel like we really stick to our mission and our vision with every decision that we make. Although we're a nonprofit, and that's really important to me, I know what really matters to families and students is the support for their students. What's available for a student? Well, we have a great system in place. We have our teachers, our learning coaches, guidance counselors, and support staff. Our research shows that the instructor is the most important determining factor of success for a student, and we really believe this. Our courses are not meant for a student to be alone in an online course. We really have an engaging learning experience, and our teachers are a large part of why our students are so successful. Our teachers are all certified in the discipline, and they have over 15 years of experience. 81% of our teachers have master's degrees, and all of our teachers complete a rigorous and online course that we created, and which follows a high quality. It's followed by a high quality faculty advising throughout their school year. So teachers are supported by faculty advisors, and our teachers learn in this course what it's like to be an online student. They learn the best practices to create a vibrant and online learning experience. They learn how to develop a community for their students, and they learn the importance of timely feedback. We believe this course that all of our teachers are required to complete has a big factor in the quality education they're providing to our students. Our courses are asynchronous. What this means is that there are assigned due dates, and there are class discussions and activities that are scheduled with deadlines, but students can work at their own pace as long as they're completing their assignments by the scheduled due dates. All of our classes are kept to a small class size. The average class is 21 students to a teacher, which allows the students and the teachers the opportunity to develop a real relationship online. Students demonstrate multiple ways that they're learning. They collaborate in activities. They have hands-on lab assignments, rigorous and engaging content that they're working on, and their discussions are authentic and their assessments are authentic. So they're not just taking tests and testing out of assignments. They're engaged and communicating online. Each of our students has a private thread discussion where they can talk to their teacher. There's also tech support with a response within 24 hours, Monday through Friday. And our courses teach students about time management, critical thinking, and communication. They really prepare students for college careers and beyond. This is some feedback from one of our Massachusetts Mayflower parents. We got so much support, help, and interaction from the virtual teachers that I was amazed. Every aspect of it was positive, and the teachers went above and beyond their responsibilities to engage my son. This video here was created by one of our students, and I think it does a great job of explaining the program through a student's perspective.
I logged into my virtual high school class for the first time in September of 2017. My name is Julia Shimalowick, and I attend a small school in Coventry, Connecticut, birthplace of national hero Nathan Hale. With only 118 students in my class, there's only so many courses that can feasibly be offered. I desperately wanted to take AP Human Geography before I graduated, so I turned to VHS. AP Human Geography is described by College Board as a course where you learn about the systematic study of patterns and processes that have shaped human understanding, use, and alteration of Earth's surface. I was the first student at my school to take an online AP class, so I can't say that I wasn't apprehensive. However, these fears were unfounded. I felt so comfortable with my teacher and classmates, and I was really engaged by the work. I got to complete some really interesting assignments and really expand my worldview. My VHS teacher was so helpful and accommodating, so quick to give feedback and responses, I felt like I was in a physical classroom. I am so thankful that I was able to have this experience, and I only wish that I had explored VHS sooner.
So that video was actually created by a student that is enrolled through their brick and mortar school and using VHS courses to supplement their high school program. Massachusetts Mayflower Academy, the students would be enrolled full-time in Massachusetts Mayflower Academy, and they'd graduate with a diploma from Massachusetts Mayflower Academy. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at our course offerings, but we have 23 advanced placement courses. All of our courses prepare students for college and careers. We have innovative STEM program courses. We have unique course offerings, over 220 course offerings, engaging electives like pre-veterinary medicine, forensic science, or different types of social studies and language arts courses, whatever piques a student's interest. We also have credit recovery courses, which are self-paced, and a student could work through those courses at their own pace, and we offer a nice selection of summer courses. Our course levels are standard level, which is college preparatory level, honors level, and advanced placement level. Each of these levels requires a different amount of hours of dedication from the student. An advanced level course may take a student 10 to 12 hours per week. A Massachusetts Mayflower Academy student would work with our guidance counselor, their parent, and their school support to help select course levels and appropriate course offerings. I would like to take you inside a classroom. This is actually a screenshot of a discussion I'll show you later. So our students take all of their courses in D2L Brightspace, which I'm going to log into now. And this is where a student would go to log into all of their courses. They would interact with other students. When you first log in as a student, I'm logged in as an employee here, but a student would access the student orientation, which would teach them how to navigate the learning management system. They also have a student handbook. They have the catalog. They have access to the student information system and access to the website. There's announcements on this home page normally for all students, and then they would log into a course and they could pin their courses here. I'm going to take you into a course that is no longer active to give you an idea of what a student would see. So this is the home page for the student. I'm going to change my role to give you the student's view. And when a student first logs in, they're greeted with a welcome announcement. that's posted by their teacher here. They see a little bit about their teacher. This happens to be Chris Savio. He's one of our online instructors. Each week they log in and they'll have a welcome announcement, and they'll log in and get started. The first week of class is when the teacher and the students really develop their community, and so they'll go through and they're welcome, and they will start here with an overview. So their welcome page, here's their overview of what they're going to be doing during the week. And this checklist is one of my favorites as a parent. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of students' assignments if you like to help and make sure your students are staying on track. Students can use this, but parents can also ask their students to print out this checklist if they'd like, and make sure the students have checked off all of their assignments. Students can navigate through the learning management system by using these arrows, and or they could go back out and use the lessons on the side. But each of the lessons will have an activity, and they'll set expectations of points. Everything's clearly outlined, and assignments are clearly outlined. I can't take you into a live discussion here, but this is where the students interact with other students. They also, where their private thread is, that's a communication between the teacher and the student. And the grade book is here where students can see all their grades. I'm going to go back to the slide and show you the communications with the names blocked out for the students. So, return back to this slide. And here's an example of, actually this is an example of a grading assignment, and what I wanted to show in this example is that the teacher's giving feedback on every assignment, and she's showing examples of grading and why the student didn't receive full credit for a particular assignment. I think it's great to have this timely feedback. It really helps the student improve and understand what they had done wrong, why they didn't receive the full credit, but they also provide valuable feedback on lessons that they did receive full credit. I think it's important to have validation that you're doing a good job and someone is reviewing your work. This example is an example of a student. The initial posting is one student posting to a discussion which was prompted by the teacher for that week, and then a student would post a discussion and add to, give their opinion about the feedback, the original discussion, and add to it. It really helps to enrich the learning and help students see another side of another student's perspective. And this student could be anywhere. This student is not in the classroom right next to them, but it could be across the world in another country. We receive a lot of questions about science online, and I think we have such a great science program. I will show you. This is another entry from one of our students.
Hi there, my name is Olivia Colombo, and I'm a senior at Sacred Heart High School in Kingston, Massachusetts, and I am a student of Mrs. Bowden's AP Environmental Science class this year. And I've taken a lot of online classes through lots of different platforms throughout middle school and high school, and I have to say that this class was definitely my favorite online classroom experience. And a lot of it, I think, is up to Mrs. Bowden and what she made this class into, because we had a really unique experience. If my school had offered AP Environmental Science, it would have been a completely different experience, because we all would have lived within the same couple of towns and gone to the same school. And we all would have done our labs in the same climate and in the same area. But Mrs. Bowden challenged us to each do the labs and the blog posts and the view from my Vista, which was our kind of like blog post that we had to go out and take pictures of our own environment and find what we were studying in our own backyards or in like the school parking lot or something like that, and post pictures of it. So each week I got to see what students were doing around the world, and she encouraged us to learn from that. Something that I wouldn't have gotten if I took the class in a classroom. because I got to see what it was like in different countries. I got to see what it was like in the Southwest, whereas I'm in New England. And when my experiment was under 6 feet of snow, someone else was, their experiment, they couldn't get the birds to come to their bird feeder because it was so hot out, whereas my bird feeder was snowed in. But Mrs. Bowden posted online every week in our kind of class page with relevant news information, things that were happening in the world, and made environmental science relevant. I'm studying environmental science next year. I'm studying physics with a concentration in environmental science because it's such a relevant and applicable field of study. She did a good job bringing this modern and ever-evolving field of study into our own backyards to compare with other people's backyards and to keep up to date with what's going on in the news and her little posts every week and what was going on in the world so that we can succeed and that we can pass the AP exam, hopefully with a 5, in the upcoming week. But it was an amazing experience, and I thank Mrs. Bowden and my classmates and VHS for that, and I can't wait to be studying environmental science next year. Thank you.
I love that video. I think that student did such a great job speaking for VHS and why our program works. If I can get back on the slide, I want to share with you our pass rates. Now, what does it take for a student to be successful in an online course? Some people may believe that students need to be extremely smart or extremely organized, or I will say students need to be motivated. But I feel like students, to be successful online, they just need to keep it simple. They need to attend class regularly. They need to participate. They need to complete their work by the due dates. They need to know when to ask for help. And they need to have the right model in place. And I really believe that our model works. It is the right model. We have a 91% pass rate for our students. Credit recovery rate for students taking our courses for credit recovery, we have a 78% pass rate, which is extremely high. I have a little personal experience. I have 2 of my children took our courses, and they took them for very different reasons. One of my daughter was extremely motivated, and she enrolled in 2 of our courses to help her decide what college path she wanted to follow. She did extremely well. She took pre-veterinary medicine, and she took genes and diseases. This was many years ago. And it did help her. She's now in research, and she's a PhD student at UMass Amherst. My son took one of our credit recovery courses. Not as motivated in organized, but he was motivated to do the work and pass. And I feel like the model was set up for him to succeed. He had everything at his fingertips. I had everything I needed to help him succeed. And I really believe that if he was in another program, a self-paced program where he was on his own, he wouldn't have succeeded. Our AP scores, year over year, we're doing above the national average or as good as the national average in all of our exams. So for AP English Literature, our VHS students, 72% passed with a 3 or higher. The national average was 47%. The same for AP Computer Science. 96% of our students who took the AP College Board exam, 96% passed with a 3 or higher, and the national average was 71%. The AP Human Geography, 78% of the VHS students passed with a 3 or higher, 54% was the national average. These results are great, and I'm really proud of them. So graduation requirements for a Massachusetts Mayflower Academy student. Of course, when a student enrolls in our program, we would review our dean, Amy Michalowski, and our guidance counselor, Michael Brown, would review the student's transcripts with the student and the family and help them select the courses that are required and make sure they have what they need to go on to college if they choose. We have had our last two years We're our first 2 years of graduating students with attending colleges. If anyone's interested, you can email me and I can send you a list of the college acceptance list. Here's a little more feedback from VHS students and Mass Mayflower students. I absolutely loved attending Massachusetts Mayflower Academy. It has allowed me to pursue my goals while completing school with a flexible schedule. Because of this experience, I've had more opportunities for my music, and I've had more time to work towards my goal of having a career in the field of my choice, and I'm grateful for that. This student did go on to college, and they are pursuing a music career. Another student, VHS has allowed me to grow in my knowledge with 21st century technology and to learn new curriculum and discuss lessons with fellow online classmates. It has put me ahead of the game in regard to using online mediums for academic coursework. I firmly believe that the transition between academic life from high school to college will be much easier due to this virtual high school. And he thanks his teacher. There we go. So the annual tuition is $8,000 for the year, or $4,000 per semester. It includes all course material. Students can enroll in up to 6 courses. We have flexible payment plans, and we also offer need-based and academic scholarships. We really want all students to have access to quality online education, and that is why we are offering these scholarships as well. Here is my contact information. If you have any questions or you'd like to talk, you can either call or email me, and I'd be happy to discuss anything with you. I'd like to thank you again for attending, and I look forward to hearing from you.